What's going on, traders? Want to do a recap for the S&P 500 today, Wednesday, February 8th. Let's take a look at the price action, the daily chart, kind of some of our predictions, and then we'll project what we kind of think might happen tomorrow. If you like this content, again, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like. If you disagree with what I'm saying, if you agree, any conjecture is always welcome, and I certainly will reply to those comments as well. All right, so today we had an inside day forming on inside this green candle. We almost came down and touched the daily 9 EMA sitting at 409.45, but we did not touch it today. But certainly a little bit of a pullback. The S&P, I think it closed down about 1.09% at 410.65. So, we've been talking about needing to see some cooling in the markets. I still think that there's potential to see some more of that selling off. How far that will go, though, that's anybody's guess. But I still think that that this overbought reading here on the Momo is going to need to work itself out, come down, and reset a little bit before we can have the opportunity to go higher. And we'll have to see. Maybe we get a trend line test here. Maybe we break the trend line, not sure. But we will, of course, have game plans for every scenario. All right, guys. So, a little bit of a tricky day, a little bit slower for sure. We'll go over some of the things we were looking at, we were talking about yesterday, and some of the trades that I took. So let's get in a little bit closer here. Yesterday we were talking about a couple of levels that I thought that we might pull into, as well as we were talking about that sell side liquidity up still by 415 was hanging out. We didn't quite get up into it, but we did hit here for 1431 value area high here that we came in, pierced it, and we also had some sellers here sitting. So they took this out, came down. Now I was talking about that 412 level. I didn't take this for a long as a potential reversal. I was actually waiting. I got a late start to the day, but I did see us come into this 411.60 area, which I did mention yesterday. And I did take that long. Now, obviously, I got stopped out with that huge green red candle, but that was a trade that I tried, and I think I took about 15-point loss or so, or 16-point loss on that. So that wasn't exactly how I wanted to start the day. But we were talking about another potential target for a long around 410. We mentioned that yesterday that we could come all the way back down to retest that big important area, and we did. So I did initiate another long on ES around that time, coming into lunch. We got long around here. I forget the price on ES off the top of my head, but we got a nice little rally there. We got that for about 16 points, took it up here, and we were noticing this ascending wedge. We came right back into that first area of liquidity that we were talking about that I didn't take, around that 412, 60, 50 zone. Didn't take this short, but was watching. I got out of my last little bit of longs as we started to break this uptrend. And then we came down, started to form this bear flag here, but the 411 had showing some nice buy reactions. We got a reversal, but this reversal I actually took short. We took this short, we took it all the way back down, and I covered most down towards 410. Got some SPY puts on that as well as ES short. I got most out here, but then I got stopped out of my last runners, I think, once we got over the volume point of control around 410.70 or so, but that's fine. And then at the end of the day, we kind of just chopped up and down. There was really no follow through or anything into the close. Yeah, so those were 2 or 3 trades I took. I also traded Tesla, nice relative strength today. We just look at it real quick, although this is mostly about SPY. We took some calls when we were down in this zone, and we got it up to the new high day, and I got out the last bit of runners when this flag pattern here broke. And that was a good little trade. I think I got 40% or something out of it. But, that's the thing. If ES is choppy or SPY's choppy, and you want to take a long, or you think we're going to bounce, look to those relative strength names, or vice versa. If you think SPY is going down, the markets are heading down, you don't want to be shorting the strongest names. You really want to look to the names that already have weakness present in them, and you'll get a much better move out of them. So we took that trade down to 410. Now, as far as tomorrow is concerned, we're hanging out here. Let's actually get to an hourly. This rounding top isn't the best situation here. We're still kind of just stuck in this bear flag type of situation with a little bit of a failed break, but still here on the hourly we're holding volume point of control around that 410 important area. So that's going to be something definitely I'm watching. If we get a true confirmation break under that 410, probably see more selling down to 408. Maybe there's a value area low. Still have that gap, which is working itself out here. I'm going to readjust this, but I do think that this would again be another area where I would consider as a short target in the short term. 407.50, 45 I will call it, all the way down to 406.50. So watch that area as well. If we do start to break below, and certainly break this value area low here, I'd be targeting that zone for sure as well, as far as a short is concerned. But right now, as far as the longs, I would really want to see over 413, getting back over and confirming back over the hourly 20. That would be a good sign for a push. We might get to see a retest of this breakdown candle here, 414. If we can get over this area of sellers, maybe we'll come right back up to the value area high around 415.24. But again, a lot of sellers up here as well, all waiting. So I would be cautious and taking probably most of my profits up in that area for sure. Now as far as what we saw in the afternoon, even though we did get a nice move down, if you were able to tag it, nice push right into the hourly 9 for that short there as well. With that confluence here, you can see this candle where the lows were lined up perfectly. So that's a nice setup. But yeah, I want to see bulls try to get some traction over that 413, 412, 64. If we can get over that, then yeah, like I said, I'll be looking for a 414, and then maybe topside totally at 415, 30s or so. If they get over that, it's possible that we could squeeze up into this area here, up into this liquidity in 416 or so. That is another possibility as well. And so I'm not sure, but like I was saying, in the afternoon, tight range here, basically $3 or $2 and some change to trade in. So in here you can really do a lot of damage if you're not careful, having really accurate entries, and you can get chopped up. Don't chase price action when you're in that tight range. Either pick your bias, pick your thesis on what you anticipate the market to do, and kind of try to stick with it. Obviously, if you get over certain levels of confirmation, you have to be able to flip your bias, but that's something that helps me on those chop days. If I think we are bearish or heading lower, then I'm going to stick with the short, and I really won't be looking for as many longs, because you don't want to get stuck chasing a green candle up and then chasing a red candle down, and then up and down. You'll just do more damage than it's worth and stress yourself out. So the best traders also too know when just to sit on their hands and not do anything. You don't want to be squeezing blood from a stone. You want to trade when the market is most advantageous to you being able to make good trades. And in a $2 range, yes, it's possible, but for a lot of traders it is tricky. So just be careful with that as well. As long as we're in this area, take caution, smaller size, lower expectations, things like that. I think that's pretty much all that I needed to go over. I didn't see any major news for tomorrow, so should be quiet on Fed speakers and stuff like that, so that's good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. VIX came into 20 a few times today, couldn't break over, but we definitely want to watch to see if VIX actually confirms over that 20. That would be certainly a bearish sign. I think we closed at 1963. So that's something also I'm keeping an eye on. If we get over that 20 area on VIX and hold, it would definitely indicate to me that we're going to see some more selling in the market. But right now, as far as the hourly is concerned, we are pretty oversold, and no divergence showing right now, but a little bit of green momentum kind of coming in at those low areas. So I am looking at that. The 4-hour is kind of just in the middle. Nothing to really tell. Nothing really special there. But yeah, I would definitely be watching to see if we can get back over that 412.60, 412.75 zone, and then potentially make that move higher. Or if we really start to break down that 410 zone and confirm, then again, I'm still looking for that 407, 406 and some change area back down to retest these highs from last Wednesday, where I would be covering or closing my position, and then maybe initiating a long down here, a swing even potentially, but we'll see. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Last thing here is I'm looking at it, we are still out of value here on the 4-hour, so that is definitely something that is worth noting as well, and that price probably would want to come and get back somewhere in this zone before making another move higher. But as you can see, certainly the value area high is lining up with this zone that we have here. So that's definitely something that we want to watch. If it can either hold or if it breaks below, expect more selling as well. So alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, have a great rest of your day, and good luck tomorrow.